argued that the return to democratic governance in 1999 with a full four-cycle democratically conducted elections appeared to have further accentuated the quest for better leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not in any way advocating for return to military regime. Good evening. My name is Emeka Umerah. I am a professor of medicine at Emerah University School of Medicine in Georgia, USA. I am a gynecologic surgeon. I am a healthcare administrator. And I am a cosmetic surgeon. Women? So I was really honored when I found out that I would be giving this keynote address, especially because this whole gathering is put together by women. I am a believer in women. Women made me what I am. So please. Is Nigeria better off today than she was 7 years ago? Are you better off today than you were 7 years ago? Let's take it further. Is Nigeria better off today than she was 15 years ago? Is the dollar stronger 15 years ago than it was today? Did you buy a dollar 130 naira 15 years ago? And today we're buying it for what? That's as at now. By the time we finish this, it might go up to 800. Well, I know a man that was in charge of things 15 years ago. And that man wants to return to fix things again like he did 15 years ago. That man wants to return to drive our beloved country, Nigeria, out of the ditch that she has been driven into for the past 7 years. Do you know who that man is? I know. His name is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, His Excellency Wazirin Adamawa, GCON. So today, what I want to do is to give you my piece, state my piece as to why I think Wazirin Adamawa should come back. I started off preparing this big lecture when I was told I would be making a presentation. Initially, I was elated, like, wow, I got to go talk about Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. This is awesome, right? And then I said, ooh, now I got to go talk about Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Everybody here knows that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is, without any doubt, the most researched politician in Nigeria's modern history. Huh? Everybody knows that he's the most talked about politician in Nigerian modern history. So it's easy to talk about him, right? But it's also very difficult to talk about him because there's so much to talk about. So I started by making this long, nice, very well put together presentation. 25 pages. I was like, no, not gonna work. Too long, right? So I compressed it and tried to do something more, 15 pages. So I invited my wife. I said, baby, my wife is a physician as well. She's not here today, but she's the one I always read stuff to and bounce things off of and see what she thinks, right? So I started reading this. We were in bed, not doing what you think we're doing, but just in bed, right? So I started reading, and by the time I got to page 10, she fell asleep. I was like, okay, not good. Revised it again. The next day, she just woke up. So she's wide awake. coffee, everything. I said, okay, baby, let me read this again. By the time I got to page 8, she fell asleep again. So I said, because this is way too long and I don't know what to do and where to start, I said, you know what? What I'll do is to present it in a very concise way, summarize it. And the summary is going to be 2 things. So if there is anything for you to get out of this presentation, 2 things. Number 1, the country is almost where it was prior to 1998, 1999, except a little worse. Right now, this country is going down. And guess who was around in 1998, 1999 to fix it? Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. He came in as the vice president with Olusegun Obasanjo as the president, put together an economic team, the best minds in the country, regardless of their religion, regardless of their sex, regardless of where they come from. He put together a very, very good team that turned the economy around. So he's done it. Ladies and gentlemen, Waziri Adamawa has done it before, right? So where we are today, we are not looking for somebody that hasn't been there before. This is not the time. This is not the time to recruit an amateur, somebody that's never been there, done that. Waziri Adamawa has been there, done that. We don't have time to experiment. Our country is going down. We need somebody that will come and rescue this country. The person that has done it before knows how to do it. So we're going to have to give him a chance to come back and do it again like he has done it before. Number 2 point. Most of us might not know this, but Waziri Adamawa, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, saved our democracy. Did you hear what I said? This man saved our democracy. Everybody will recall how somebody that was his boss at the time, the president of Nigeria, Obasanjo, tried to change the constitution so he can have a 3rd term in office. Everybody remember that? Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was pivotal in fighting that. And I'll tell you how he saved our democracy by so doing. If that had happened, somebody would have won will win the 3rd term in office, right? And heck, you know what will happen? After the 3rd term in office, he's going to win the 4th term in office. And then he's going to win the 5th term in office because he will not leave the office. And what will happen is that the military are going to now organize a coup and take him out. And guess what? We're back to the military regime. So, guys, we are here. Everybody is happy. Everybody is talking about politics. Everybody is happy. We're talking about PDP, APC. He made it happen. Don't forget that. This man saved our economy. He saved our democracy. He's been there. He's done that. I have a lot of numbers to quote, but I bet you each and every one of you have probably heard these numbers. But I will quote just a little bit. So please, I will read in 1998, 1999, when the Obasanjo Atiku team came on board, Nigeria's economy was in the red zone. It was growing at negative 2.5%. 1998, 1999, before Waziri Adamawa took over. With Atiku as the Economic Council's driver, the economy experienced successive growth for 8 years in a row and peaked at 15.33%. 8 years in a row. He was taking care of things for 8 years, and every year, good things happened to this country. Most importantly, Nigeria's unemployment stood at 3.83% by 2007. The rate slowed to 3.62% under Atiku Abubakar. Now, under Atiku Abubakar's regime, the economy recorded its highest growth at 81%. Now, let's compare these numbers. 81% under Atiku, 26% under Umaru Yar'Adua, 26.4% under President Goodluck Jonathan, and an author, his name is Alastair Campbell. What he says in his award-winning book is that strategy is God. That is why it has to come first in the holy trinity of strategy, leadership, and teamship. In the 2023 elections, therefore, the Nigerian electorate must play a very active part in ensuring that the man with the proven competence and expertise succeeds in his efforts to redirect this drifting ship to a safe harbor. The reforms in the electoral process has substantially eliminated rigging, as we already know. So, please, people, in 2023, may democracy and good governance win at the very last. May Atiku Okowa ticket win in 2023. Thank you so much.
It's T